All right, everybody, welcome back. I'm so excited for today's deep dive. We're going to be talking all about word and sentence embeddings.
Yeah, these things are fascinating. I can't wait.
They really are. And I think a lot of people, they hear a phrase like word and sentence embeddings, and their eyes kind of glaze over.
It sounds really complex.
It does. But honestly, it's one of those things that once you actually break it down and understand what's happening, it's really, really cool. And not only is it cool, it's incredibly impactful.
It really is. Like, we interact with it every single day.
Constantly.
Here.
So today, to help unpack all this stuff, we're going to be referencing an article titled, What Are Word and Sentence Embeddings? And I'm going to lean on you here a lot today.
All right. Sounds good.
This article states that word and sentence embeddings are, quote, the bread and butter of language models. What does that even mean?
So, in the world of AI, language models are essentially like the brains behind how computers understand and process language.
Right.
And embeddings are like the fundamental building blocks of these models. Think about it like this. Us humans, we communicate with words, with concepts, ideas, emotions. But computers, they operate on numbers.
Yeah.
So how do you bridge that gap? How do you get a computer to understand something as abstract as language?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird concept when you think about it.
That's exactly where embeddings come in. They're like a translator, a way to represent the meaning of words and sentences as numbers that computers can actually work with.
So it's like translating our words into computer language.
Precisely. But instead of just assigning random numbers to words, embeddings are much more sophisticated.
Okay.
It's not like a one-to-one mapping. It's about capturing the essence, the relationships, the nuances of language, and converting that into a numerical form that computers can then use to understand and process information.
So how do they actually do that? Like, is there some giant dictionary out there where someone has just meticulously assigned a number to every single word?
Haha. No, not quite. It's way more dynamic and interesting than that.
Okay.
There are these amazing algorithms and models that do all the heavy lifting. One popular one is called Word2Vec.
Word2Vec, okay.
Yeah, basically what it does is it learns from massive amounts of text data, like think of entire books, articles, websites, all that stuff.
Right.
And it analyzes how words are used in context.
So it can see that happy and joyful are often used in similar situations.
Exactly. And based on these patterns, it figures out a way to represent each word as a vector.
A vector.
Yeah, you can think of it like a point in multidimensional space.
Multidimensional space. Okay, now you're losing me a little bit.
Fair enough. It's a little abstract, but basically imagine each word having a unique location in this space. And words that have similar meanings or are used in similar ways, they'll be clustered closer together.
Okay, that makes sense.
So words like happy and joyful would be pretty close neighbors in this embedding space.
Gotcha. So it's kind of like a map of language.
Exactly. And the beauty of these embeddings is that they can capture much more than just synonyms.
Really?
Oh yeah, they can represent analogies like king is to queen, or they can even understand the sentiment of a sentence, like whether it's positive, negative, or neutral.
Wait, you're telling me a computer can understand if I'm happy or sad based on what I type?
Yeah, pretty much. By analyzing the embeddings of the words in a sentence, these models can pick up on subtle cues that indicate sentiment.
That's amazing. I can already see how this is useful in so many ways.
Oh, absolutely. It's being used everywhere. Like, think about social media monitoring.
Oh, yeah.
Companies can use sentiment analysis to understand how people are feeling about their brand or product, or just to get a sense of public opinion on certain topics.
Right. And what about chatbots? Those things are getting so good now, they can almost fool you into thinking you're talking to a real person.
Exactly. And a lot of that is thanks to embeddings. They allow chatbots to actually understand what you're saying, not just match keywords.
Right.
They can process your input, figure out the intent behind it, and then come up with a relevant response.
It's like they're learning how to actually have a conversation.
They are. And the more data they're trained on, the better they get at understanding nuances and adapting to different communication styles.
So cool. And I can't forget to mention search engines.
Oh, yeah. Those are probably one of the most obvious applications.
It's like they can read my mind. Sometimes I don't even have to use the perfect keywords anymore, and they still know what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's the power of embeddings. Instead of just matching words, search engines can now understand the meaning behind your query. So even if you search for something like best movies to watch tonight, it knows you're not literally looking for a list of words. It understands you're looking for movie recommendations, and it can tailor the results accordingly.
It's amazing how far this technology has come. What's next for embeddings? I can only imagine what the future holds.
Oh, the possibilities are truly endless. We're already seeing applications in machine translation, personalized learning, even medical diagnosis.
Whoa, hold on. Medical diagnosis.
Yeah. Imagine AI systems that can analyze patient records and medical literature to help doctors make more accurate diagnoses or even predict potential health risks.
That's incredible.
And think about personalized learning. AI tutors that can adapt to your specific learning style and provide customized lessons.
So cool. It seems like embeddings are going to play a huge role in shaping the future of how we interact with technology.
Absolutely.
Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive into the fascinating world of word and sentence embeddings.
It really is fascinating stuff.
We've only just scratched the surface, but hopefully this has given you a little taste of how powerful this technology really is.
I hope so.
It's amazing to think that something as complex as language can be broken down into numbers and then used to do all these incredible things.
Yeah, it really highlights the power of AI and how it's changing the world around us.
So next time you're chatting with a chatbot or searching something online, take a moment to appreciate the magic of embeddings working behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
All right, everyone, thanks for joining us on this deep dive. And until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and we'll see you soon.
See ya!
Bye.
Bye.